Hello everyone, let's discuss a question which is the second to last question from this year's, which is year 2026 iGCSE math exam, international iGCSE math exam. So to avoid any unnecessary troubles, so I just changed the numbers, but the question stays the same. Okay, so the idea is the same, the question is the same. Every year they will make certain questions similar to this one, which involves vectors, solving simultaneous equations. To find a way, it really checks the deeper understanding or understand with a greater depth for this topic. So without any further ado, let's start solving this question. As you can see, the given conditions are OA is 2A, OB is 3B, and AC is A plus B, and CD is 2AC. Okay, so that first thing we can derive is CD is 2A plus 2B. Okay, what do we need to find? So it's OP, the ratio between OP and the PD. Need to find out what is that result. So how can we find out that? We need to reach OP from two different directions or from two different paths. So this path cannot come back on the same path but on a different ratio, but will be totally different path. So the first path we are looking for, OP, it lies on, we can go from OB and then BP. So that is the first path. But we don't know what BP is. What can we do? So BP is part of a BC. So we use a K to represent the scalar of the total vector, which is BC. So since BP is part of a BC, so we use just K to represent it. So remember here, K is greater than 0 and less than 1. Okay, so we will construct another equation just similar to this. So what is BC? So we need to find out what BC is. So the logic here is a step by step, digging deeper and deeper. So BC equals, from B to C, we go from B to O, and then O to A, and then A to C. So that is the path we need to choose. So if you don't understand how can we find the path, remember the first starting point and ending point need to be the same, and everything in the middle need to be the same. So in order to cancel out the starting and ending points. Okay? So therefore, we can easily find out what BC is. So BO is negative of OB, which is minus 3B, plus OA, which is 2A. And then AC will be A plus B. Therefore, we can find out 3A minus 2B is BC, which means our BP is K times this vector. Therefore, our OP from the first path will be OB, which is 3B, plus K times 3A minus 2B. So let's leave this answer here for a moment because it has an unknown that we need to find out, or we don't have to find out, but it is useful to us. So let's find the second path. OP also lies on the straight line of OD. Therefore, we can write OP is L of OD. Because OP is part of OD, so therefore we can use another constant, which is the same thing here. L is 0 between 0 and 1, and this is our OP. But what is OD? How can we have OD? OD can be written as OA plus AD. Remember the starting point and the ending point, OA plus AD. So what is OA? OA is 2A. And what is AD? AD is AC plus CD, which is 3A plus 3B. So put them together, we have 5A plus 3B as OD. Therefore, our OP is just L times 5A plus 3B. Okay, now we have OP from two different paths. So one path gives us this OP, another path gives us this OP. Therefore, we can just equate them because they're the same vector, exactly the same vector. Therefore, we have 3b plus k times 3a minus 2b, and then equals L times 5a plus 3b. That gives us, if we rearrange left-hand side as well as the right-hand side, and according to a and b, two different vectors, then we have 3ka plus 3 minus 2kb. That's on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, we have 5la plus 3lb. Okay, a and b are just direction vectors. Since they are the same, their coefficients need to be the same, which implies a simultaneous equation. 3k equals 5l, 3 minus 2k equals 3l. So now it's easy, because solving simultaneous equations should be the topic that can be taught in year 7 or year 8 already. So what we can do from the first equation, we can simply write k equals 5 over 3l, because we are not interested of finding what k is, but we do need to know what l is. Therefore, we can just substitute k inside the second equation. And that gives us 3, take away 2 times 5 over 3l equals 3l. When we continue to solve this equation with a single variable, that gives us 3 equals 3 plus 10/3 of l. So continue to solve this. 3 equals 19 over 3l. Then what is l? Will be obviously, can be easily calculated. That is 9 over 19. So that is our L. Remember, L is the ratio of OP from the OP to the entire OD. Therefore, our OP, the ratio between OP and the PD, can be easily figured out as 9 to 10. Okay, so this kind of question, I believe, is the hardest question for paper 1 in iGCSE exams each year. So if you understand my solution and have learned vector topic with a greater depth, I'm very pleased. So you can just subscribe my channel and put a like onto my video. So thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.